Hey everybody, welcome to this pip time video. My name is Zero and today I'm going to show you guys how to identify the correct liquidity. And this way that I'm going to show you guys is to look at your internal liquidity more as take profit targets, more as not seeing them to be taken first before you take a trade. Because I see a lot of people look at their equal highs or equal lows as taking first sometimes. Which is not necessarily what we want to do. We want to see them as our take profit. So what we want to see on our charts is two assets in front of us. We want to see correlating assets. So what we want to see is Euro USD or GBP USD, XAU USD, or XAG USD, which is gold, silver, US 100 or US 30. It could be anything like that, but it has to be correlating assets. And we also want to use quarterly theory with that. So we want to break it up into 4 quarters. Don't necessarily worry about XAMD or AMDX. Just worry about where the quarters are taken and not taken. You can do the AMDX and XAMD to help you aid in getting into the trade, not necessarily getting into a area of consolidation. But you're going to see the consolidation when you look at the trade specifically in this way that I'm going to show you guys today. So we want to see 2 quarters following up after each other between these 2 correlating assets. What we want to see is a trade where on the one asset, price is taking a low because we are looking to go bullish because the draw on liquidity is bullish at the moment. We're waiting for an asset to take a low on the one chart, but on the other chart, we don't want it to take that. It could even create equal lows, show you that it wants to go down, try and manipulate it a little bit, maybe even consolidate, but it shouldn't take this low again. So let's mark it to make it a little bit more clear, which is the previous quarter low. So it's not taken. Oh, by the way, guys, if you want to draw a line on your trading view without it going squiggly on you, which means this, just hold shift. I've had a few people ask me this question, just hold shift. And then from that, we want to see PSP. Now, PSP is on correlating assets, candles that do not correlate. Now, we specifically on our model, we specifically use the correlation of Euro USD and GBP USD on almost everything. I know it sounds weird to use a Forex data on commodities, but it works. It really, really does. So we are going to use Forex data PSPs on commodities. I'm going to show you guys an example on gold we got earlier this week. So what we're going to see is a 5-minute PSP being created in sequence whilst, let's say, on the other chart, I have one that's being created also in SMT. So what we're then going to have is SMT with a previous quarter, and then we're going to have lower time frame inside of this quarter with PSP candles. Yet again, it's candles that do not correlate on correlating assets, which means one candle closed on the close, bullish or bearish, whilst on the other asset, it closed in the opposite direction. So everything is basically not working with each other right now. Directly after we have 5-minute PSP SMT, we are going to target the top of the previous quarter. Because what we're going to see is price creating really good order flow to go to the underside, create this SMT with its previous quarter. But what's happening is everyone's sells are still here because they're expecting it to go lower, bro. They're expecting it to go way lower, especially these guys. And it goes all the way, all of these highs, all of these fractal highs. You guys want a good fractal indicator? Fractals by Rachel T is pretty good. So what we are targeting necessarily is getting into this trade, and we specifically, what we want to do is target their stop loss. So that is what we are getting in for. And the more of these that we see specifically in the direction that we want to go, that's pretty good. That's really good. That's good news. So I'm going to show you guys an example on gold right now. Okay, so we are currently looking at XAUUSD on the left and XAGUSD on the right. So this is gold and silver. Let's take a second. Let's see if you guys can see it. What we are currently looking for is a previous quarter to be taken and not the other. 100%. There's a few that saw it. I know it. Check here right at the start. We can see quarter one low being taken by Q2, but not by silver. So my initial idea is already going bullish. We then take this high, but the first SMT in my eyes is still going to be bullish. So I'm still looking for 5-minute PSP to the upside with SMT. What we do see is these are not in SMT. This one's closed above. This one is closed above. That one is below. This one is below. This one is below. That one is above. This one's inside, so this one's inside. But this one is above. Okay. And this one below. On both spectrums. Means at the top and the bottom. Not just the one, and that's not inside. It is both the low, both the high is below, both the low, both the high is above. And you can see it's bouncing off of it. It's literally using it. And then we have this one. Mark it out to be clear. So what does this mean? This means we target the previous liquidity high, like the previous quarter high. Let's mark that out just for in case. So what we do see now is we have trendline liquidity. And at the close of this 5-minute, stops below the quarter low. We've got to the top of the range. Then what we have, this is why I drew this line. we have SMT again. What's the previous quarter? So what we then do is look for 5-minute PSP again. So at the start of this quarter, we have this 5-minute PSP, but this one is above that one. This one is above that one. But wait a minute. In the same quarter, here we have this 5-minute PSP again in SMT with each other. And what do? We target the previous quarter liquidity, the low. The close of the candle stops above the quarter high. Now, if you guys want to be getting into this trade, PSP SMT is a really, really, really good way to get in. Like, it is an insanely good, accurate way to get into a trade again. Now, we can see that we have SMT again. Price going higher, creating new higher high. It's already internal, but we don't have it over here. It doesn't happen again. So we can see between this PSP candle that was created after taking this high, after taking this fractal high, remember? We have PSP SMT. Let's mark it out again. And if you guys want to get into this trade, I would specifically say put your stops above this previous PSP then, because this stop's going to be very wide, super wide. I didn't say take that. But I wouldn't know what you would target specifically if you wanted to continue in this trend. But silver would have been a good one then. Trading towards these equal lows of the previous quarter. Trendline liquidity as well. This would have been a really good trade to re-enter. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, please do head to the Discord. The link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.